Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Brandy,
I'm Brian.
and we're waiting on Chuck to get here. He loves this movie, so I don't know what's taking him so long.
I don't either. And yeah.
I wouldn't say we made it, but we made it through. We just had Moose Mag and we made him do that. I wouldn't say we made it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Chuck.
I'm Brandy.
I'm Brian.
Tonight, we're coming with our discussion about Halloween from 1978, John Carpenter's Halloween, because when he negotiated his contract, he negotiated that.
Yes.
$10,000 and 10%. Is all he got paid, 10 grand, but he's got 10%.
And he's still making money this day.
That's right. That's
Every
right.
year.
Hand over.
That's right. Halloween is probably my favorite straight up horror slasher movie. It beats out, man, Freddy's right there in a close second. But it beats out Freddy, it beats out Jason. Every other one too. Hellraiser, Pinhead, all of them. I know like other people have their love. The Leprechaun.
The Leprechaun, Candyman, and
I do love me some Leprechaun. That's right. After me gold. But this one pretty much started or made it popular anyway. I don't know about started it all, but this popularized the slasher genre.
Yes, it did.
It started the whole promiscuous, like that get you in trouble. You know,
doing
First rule.
drugs.
yes, doing drugs, having sex.
Don't ever say I'll be right back and
That's
go
right.
somewhere alone.
Splitting up's not a thing.
No.
Like if you've ever seen Scream and all them rules, it started here. Final Girl, Jamie Lee Curtis, yes, right here, or at least made it popular.
Yeah.
For sure.
Creation of the Scream Queen.
That's right. And it's funny because John Carpenter did Assault on Precinct 13, and Mustafa Akkad and his production company liked it. Mm-hmm. So they just approached John Carpenter and was like, hey, we want to do this scary movie, this horror movie about babysitters and slashers on Halloween. And he was like, all right, and jumped right on it.
And this was his brainchild.
Yes, and this is what we got. It was never intended to have a sequel or any sequels. Like, he wanted to leave it open at the end. The whole point was...
Can't talk about the next week, the sequel.
We'll talk about sequels at the end of this episode. I'll bring them up and we'll talk about them.
Because we were about to get to the point where I was going to say that next Halloween really wasn't a sequel.
Yeah, the next one
was. It was the third one.
That's
The
right.
third one was
My
Season of
bad
the
day.
Witch.
Which I like Season of the Witch for what it is.
Yes.
But I still want Mike. Like, Mike.
That's right, because the second one picks up where the first one pretty much stopped.
Oh, yes. It's the same night. It's where you learn that Laura's his sister.
And it happens in the hospital.
Yes. And it was set up so that Michael and Loomis would die at the end of the second one in the hospital in the explosion.
Well, we saw how that happened.
Yeah, because then the third one came out and nobody liked it. Everybody was like, bring back Mike.
And then the fourth one came and we got both back.
Yes, Loomis and they didn't die. They just got scarred.
Yeah, just burnt a little bit.
Crispy. Yeah. John Carpenter did the music on this one.
Yes.
Yeah. It's funny because he listed it as the Bowling Green Orchestra or Symphony or something like that, and ain't no such thing. It's just because he was from Bowling Green.
3 or 4 chords.
That's right. And I hear a lot of people talk about they get it and The Exorcist mixed up, but I have never got them mixed. I understand that they kind of sound the same, but I've never got them mixed up.
No, this one always gives me Mike vibes.
Yes. I understand what they're saying because it's like The Exorcist is bells though.
Yes.
Right? But yeah. $325,000 budget, I think's what it was, and it made $70 million.
70 million.
One of the biggest independent films of all time. At that time, it probably still is. If you count inflation and how much its budget was.
So you adjust it for inflation, and it's $345 million.
See, and they still re-released it. I've went and seen it a couple times on a re-release. This was actually the first VHS tape that I bought myself.
And John Carpenter gets 10% every time, y'all.
Every time, a mask, whether it's a piece of equipment, a toy, a poster, it could be just anything. It just,
10%.
Yep.
10%. When it plays on TV, it gets 10%. I'm sure it's set up in the streaming contracts now. And John Carpenter.
And Spirit Halloween loves him.
They do, yeah. I mean, who don't?
Yes.
I love John Carpenter. We'll be doing the thing.
Oh, of course.
Before too long.
He's got a lot of good
Right. Jamie Lee Curtis is Laurie Strode, the final girl, of course.
Wasn't this like her first
This was
role?
her first movie. Yes. And she does great. Of course, her mom is Janet Leigh.
which I just found out today.
That's right. From Psycho.
Yes.
Yeah. She plays the scream queen perfect, though.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And there's no getting by it. And then she was typecast for a minute. Because was it Prom Night she did next? And she was another scream queen again. Nick Castle plays the Shape.
Yep.
Who is now a famous director. Went on to do some of our favorites. That's right. That's right. Major Payne.
I love me some Major Payne.
That's right.
Doesn't love me.
You eyeballing me, boy.
Like this.
You ain't no but a bunch of soggy turtle sandwiches.
Got some candy in your pocket.
Are you just happy to see me? I press your belly where you go.
That's right. A lot of people's careers started here in this movie. Like a lot of things started.
A lot of people with
Yes.
his movies.
Yes. If you listen to John Carpenter really talk about this movie, it was just something that they wrote up and made, but a lot of people have tried to dissect the film and how it's about evil, and evil will always be around. And like, if you want to look at it, that's fine like that. I don't know what was going on in the subconscious of John Carpenter, because he said he never meant anything like that.
He wrote this story.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah. Although he did mean for Michael to be, like, make you wonder if Michael was supernatural or human or what.
On that borderline of it.
Because to me, that's what makes Mike scary. Is you don't know whether he's human or supernatural, or what is he? How is he taking 6 shots and getting
He's in
stabbed?
shape.
Been falling out of a 2-story building on his back and, okay, I'm up.
Yeah, just getting up and leaving.
Yep. Oh, man, I gotta dust off.
Right, maybe breathing hard or something, but that's about it.
Breathing.
Just breathing at all, yeah.
That's what it would sound like.
Seriously. With a little whimper here and there.
That's right.
I can't breathe.
This was one of those movies I scared the hell out of my little brother with.
Yes.
Colton, to this day. But it had turned into this is his favorite,
Yes.
like, slasher now. But yeah, he was probably like 10. And I was like, you want to watch this movie about Halloween? And he was like, yeah. So we watched it and scared the shit out of him.
You're so mean.
That's how you do
But
it.
it's cold.
That's right.
Baptism.
That's right.
Baptism.
That's right. It was,
Yeah.
because it was Halloween. It was like Halloween season 2.
Yep.
So it was time to do some scary movies.
Yep, because I had an Uncle Chris who did the same stuff to me. Baptism by horror flicks.
My Uncle Frank.
Yep.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre when I was like, I don't know, 5.
Yep.
Like 6.
Grew up watching those.
Yes. And I love these movies. The cinematography, the way they set up all the long oneers, where it's just one long take and it's just dun-dun.
And that's what a lot of it was just a setup.
Dr. Loomis's delivery of his speech whenever it's pure evil.
Oh, yes.
Like, just...
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up, because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
I love love Dr. Loomis. He's probably my favorite character besides Mike, to be honest.
He was an awesome
in the whole series.
Awesome, strong character in the series.
And some of the times he be hamming it up, but I still love his performance and I love the character. Because I'll watch any John Carpenter flick. I don't care if it's great. If people think it's great or not. I still like it. Escape from L.A. Hells all the haters. It's not Escape from New York, but I still like it for what it is.
Yeah.
You have a favorite part of the movie or a favorite thing about the movie?
I'd have to say my favorite part of the movie is just the way they set everything up. I mean, people, like you said, like to diagnose, try to, we'll pick it apart. No, it's just your basic. There was no specials behind it, man. They're like just basic camera work.
Right.
And just that's what I love about it because, like you said, you get them long drawn set up pauses to where you're like,
right.
And then you get a glimpse and a flash and a glimpse. So yeah, it's just, that's usually my favorite part of a movie is the setup.
Right.
And if it ain't got a good setup in the movie, man, usually your slasher horror flicks just don't work.
Right.
And
with today's attention span, like you can't do that anymore.
No, you cannot.
Like we talked about in this one earlier, it's like 45 minutes in before he really starts killing the babysitters and the teenagers and stuff.
And everybody wants it to be quick and get to the point.
Get on it. You gotta get to it.
You gotta have the setup.
That's right.
The draw. Is it gonna happen? No. Dang. Wait. No.
Uses that time to get us connected to the characters.
Yes.
And so when they start dying, we care.
Yes. We're kind of worried about them having. Oh, don't do that.
That's right.
And see, that's my favorite part of any type of slasher
Old horror movies, for sure.
Yes, and those that will always be my favorite.
Right, make you want to scream at the TV because you care, but no, don't go that way. The new horror movies ain't like that anymore.
No.
Like from the beginning, it's like
blood, gore,
right,
slash, kill, mentally mind. Fuck you.
Hell, even 2009 Friday the 13th has some setup. Like, at the very beginning there was kills, but then you learned about Jared Padalecki, his sister missing, and you learn all that like for a minute of the movie before Jason comes back and starts killing everybody.
Yep.
And it's probably why I love that movie, and it failed. Or at least a lot of people didn't like it. I loved that movie.
This is how the world is nowadays. They just can't appreciate a good horror flick.
Yeah, set up and all that.
And that's like I said, that's my favorite parts of the movie.
Right.
Yeah, that's just because again, it's something you miss, nostalgia.
Yes. Man,
I love these old movies.
What about you?
My favorite part is probably whenever Lori is fighting Michael, but at the same time it irritates me because why doesn't she jump over the couch and stab him?
When he falls out, I would.
Yes.
Just the stabbing of the eye when work it,
Right. But there was a couple of times, of course. I forgive her when she lets the kids out and tells them to run after the police.
Yes.
Because her leg's all messed up and her running is probably hurting her. She's not going to, the kids would probably be able to do it faster.
They're going to get there.
Right.
Yes.
But I wouldn't have just laid there, let him come after me.
I'd have been sitting about the well, wobbling down the stairs.
Right.
Who cares if I fall? Just as long as y'all are gone.
Yeah, and I'm getting as far away from that as possible.
Yes.
The boogeyman.
You're going to have to walk down the stairs to come get my butt.
Right.
I hope he falls. I hope somebody left a toy upstairs and he has to trip.
Right.
Was it the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
And he's gone.
Yeah, and then he's gone.
And that's the setup of the movies.
Yes.
See?
And he never intended to make a sequel. It was just the fact that you cannot kill evil. Right?
Yep.
You just can't kill it. It's always there. It'll never go nowhere.
Nope.
Right. My favorite part, I've already mentioned, is the oneers, where Michael's walking around the houses and you get to see it from his point of view. I mean, even in the later movies, especially the 2018 Halloween, they did a lot of oneers where they just one little shot of him walking through the houses and looking through the windows. I love all that stuff.
It's like he's sightseeing.
Right.
Kinda.
With that doom-doom, doom-doom, doom-doom. It's my favorite parts. And from the very beginning in this one, John Carpenter sets it up to know that when you start to get that first person view, it's Mike.
Yes.
Like from the very first, like when you step into the first person view, it's Michael's.
From
view.
Michael's eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
So you automatically know you're in the killer.
For the rest of the movie, if you go into that first person, you know it's Mike.
Yep.
And of course, everybody knows the mask, which is Captain Kirk.
Good old Bill Shatner himself.
Right, in the script.
Crane.
In the script, it called for like this white mask, and the dude just ran to the store and found this Captain Kirk mask, brought it back, did a couple things, painted it and stuff, and threw it on. And
the
now,
iconic mask was made.
That's right. Now, two of my favorite characters ever has the same face. Captain Kirk, Michael Myers. That's right.
Love me some Captain Kirk.
That's right.
The first pimp on TV ever.
Blew her mind the other day because did you know that Robert Englund worked on this movie? You know who that is, right?
Yes.
Freddy. Yeah. Freddy Krueger is
They will
Robert
always be tied together
Englund. Yes.
because he spent one day on set.
Went to the set with one of his friends who was like the set designer, right? And their job was to scatter the leaves across.
Haddonfield.
Like that was why when we were watching it earlier and the leaves started going, I was like, Freddy.
Okay. Why you said that, I was all like, no.
Yeah, because it was their job to scatter the leaves out when it was right before time to shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, it was their job.
When you said it, I was sitting there looking for an Elm Street. I was like, did he see an Elm Street on there or some shit?
No, he just went to the set with one of his friends, and his friend did that, so he helped his friend do it. I helped his friend do it, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
It
though.
is. Like little things like that you find out about movies, it's awesome. I think
and for him to turn out to be the next, or
Yes,
one
the next-
of
yes.
one of the iconic
Yes.
slashers.
You got a favorite kill?
It's probably going to be him taunting.
The girl?
Yes. Not Annie. The other one.
Yeah. The pretending to be
ghost.
Bob?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he's in the sheet.
Yes.
It is one of the great ones. Still say mine's still the stick around.
Stick around. Hang
Yeah.
out here for a minute.
Yep.
That's right. It's
Then
mine
he just
too.
kind of,
And fuck him for killing the dog.
yeah.
That was
wrong.
my least favorite.
Yes. Yes. That's right. Fuck around with Michael. No matter
gonna
what,
kill your dog.
what or who you are.
He gonna kill your dog.
That's right. Man. I love this movie.
It's fantastic.
It's one of the classics for dang sure.
Final thoughts?
Everybody should watch this movie every year for Halloween.
I agree. I do. And in between.
It plays on every stream, every mainstream, on just about any channel you can come across. It's playing
Yes.
from the beginning of October to the end of it.
That's right.
And some even year round.
That's right. AMC usually plays like the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
Like at least the older ones. Like up until the end of the Thorn trilogy. Or no, the Busta Rhymes one. Up until the Busta Rhymes one.
Is that age? No.
But yeah,
Resurrection.
it does need to be on your Halloween movie watch list
Yes.
for sure. Always.
Yes. I give this one an A all day. The music, the cinematography, the script is good. The acting's great. They did great from top to bottom on this movie, especially with the money they had and all that. You know,
Yes, sir.
yeah, great.
I'd give it an A.
Yeah,
Hey,
hell yeah, A all around, all A's. That's right.
Very rarely do we have the same thing on our report cards.
that is true.
That's right. Well, if you like what we do here, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, click that notification bell, leave some comments about Halloween. Tell us how much you love it. And if you don't, go away. I've been Chuck.
I've been Brandy.
I'm Brian.
We've been the Legion of Nerds. We love Halloween.
Always.
Don't have too much fun.